Jai Hind to all. Welcome back to my IT tutorial. And today I'm going to start the creating database and tables in base. Now I'll show you practically, so kindly watch this video carefully. Every steps to create a database and the table I'll demonstrate here. Now to create a database in base, firstly we have to start the base. And to start the base, you just click on the start and then go to the Open Office. Open Office must be a folder if it is loaded. Once you click on the Open Office, as you can see here, I'm in the Open Office, and the moment I clicked, it is showing me the different options like a base, calculator, draw, impress, etc. Now since we want to create a database, so we have to click on the base. Just click on the base. Moment you will click on the base, it will simply open the Open Office base. Now see here, first option itself is a create new database. So you have to simply select the create new database option, that is a by default on. If you want to open an existing database, then you have to click the next one, this radio button. Since we are creating it, so simply go to the create new database. So after opening the base, first and foremost you have to select the create new database radio button. This is a small teeny button called radio button. And then just say next. Moment you will say next, it will say you either you want to register your database or no, do not register the database. Choice is yours. You may avoid to register the database, it will work, and you may go with these options. Better to say no, do not register this database and open the database for editing and say finish. Moment you will click on the finish, you will see it is asking the database name, and by default it is taking the new database too. You can give whatever database you want to create. For example, I'm creating a school database. So simply I had given the school database, or you can say SKPPS school. Now this is the name I had given, SKPPS school. As you can see it, where you want to save it, you can select that. By default it is going to save in the, as you can see, the PC and document. Let it to be and click on the save. Just say finish. You will see a database window is opening. Now you have to understand the different areas and components of this window. We are in the database window, and this left pane, as you can see, this is the left pane and this is the right pane. Left pane may we have a different options like a table, queries, form, report. These are called buttons. This is called buttons, and in the right side, this window, we have a how to create a table by the wizard, using the wizard or create table design view and create new. Now it's up to you. If you want to create the table, since we have to create a table, so simply select the table. By default the table button is on. So select it and go for the table in design view or wizard. You can have a wizard because wizard is one of the steps that easily can help you to create a table. Then I'll show you how to create a table by your own way. As you can see, moment I have taken the wizard, it displayed a window where it is asking the categories of the database or table you want to create. Suppose it is a personal, it is showing all the personal kind of, again, table name it will show you here. Suppose address table I want to create. So I have taken the personal, means the personal category of the table it is, and then sample table I want the address, and then in address, as you can see, the everything related to a particular person that you want to store are there. Now choice is yours. You can select all. These all fields are here. Whatever you want to keep it, you can back it, and you can go one by one. If I want only a few, then select it and click here. This way you can select, keep on selecting and keep on sending this side. You can reverse back again if you want to get it back. And so this is the procedure to select all the fields, sample field in your actual table. If you want all, just simply click on this. So it already shifted all the available field to the selected field column. Then say finish. Moment you will say finish, your table is ready and you have all filled what was there in the sample table of address table. So this way you can create a table by the wizard. Now wizard is the easiest way, simplest way to create a table. As you have seen, simply you selected the create table by wizard method. Immediately it asks you the kind of table you want to create. One was the business, one was the personal. If you select the business, it will show you all the table related to the business, and if you select the personal, it will show you all the table related to the personal. Now if you want to select this table is created, very fine. As you can see, there is a table address here. So this table recently we created. Any moment you can see, you can go to the open it, you can just double click on it, you are in the table. So this is how we can create a table. Now if I want to create a table in design view, now another way, second method, I'm showing you how to create a table in design view in base. Click here. Moment you'll click, you will see it is showing you the two column prominently. One is field name, one is field type. Now in the field name you can type any field what you want to. For example, I want to create a address or maybe any again table where the name will be the one field. So I'd give a name, and then here you just click on the drop down arrow. This drop down arrow will show you all the data type available in the base. Since name is a char, so I can simply select char. Now I can go to the DOB, date of birth of that fellow whose address or whose table I want to create. The second field can be DOB. In case of DOB, you have a date and time, or you have a date. Simply it is a date. If you want to take, to select the date. Now then we have a, suppose this person, maybe the address is there also. So you can simply write the address here. So I had written the address, and address is again the char or varchar. This both you can say text char. Now text char means it will take the character data type, or text varchar, both are there. So text varchar you can say, once you want to enter the more data in this field, you may take the varchar. Wherever there is no certainty ki what amount of the data will be there, what the size of the field, it's better to take the varchar. And if I am sure about the data size of a particular field, then take the char. Char and varchar both are the textual data type in base. So I have selected 3 field, or I have taken 3 field. Now likewise you can have any other field also, like a phone of the person. So you can say phone, and phone number you can enter the number. Now at the moment you will take the number, there is a number, there is a decimal, there is an integer. Now if you want a big number, you can say float, because it will give you the more size to accommodate your number. So that is what I have taken, float. 4 field I have taken. Similar way you can keep on creating the different field with a specific kind of field type. And type, as you can see, once you click here, it is showing you all the different kind of data type available in base. Once this is over, description is basically the detail about that field. Suppose I have written DOB, and in description I want to write date of birth of my friend, or simply date of birth. So I can write date of birth. It will be more convenient for the user to understand what DOB is. If you feel so, you can give. Otherwise, without the description, you can go ahead. So you can keep on adding the number of field you want and the data type you have to select. And once it is over, simply then at the bottom side, as you can see, there is a field properties. Now, if entry required, I am selecting anywhere like name, and entry required, I am saying yes. It means it's a mandatory to enter the data in this field. Suppose date of birth. Date of birth, again I said yes. Address, a person must have address, so I have taken yes again. It means all the 3 fields I just again set the entry required property as yes, means all 3 field values are supposed to be entered. Now in case of phone, a person may have a phone, may not have a phone, and I don't want to make it mandatory the person should go for the phone. In that case, simply you say no. So I'm not making it yes. This is what the property is. Length is the size of a particular field. As you can see, I'm on the phone field, and it is showing me the 17 size, and your mobile number is 10 size plus country code, that is a 12. So maximum 12 size, and you have a 17 length. If you will change this data type with the number or something else, So you may see the variation also. Just see if I am taking the decimals or integers. In case of phone integer, entry required auto length is 10 only. So mind it, if your phone number is of 10 character long and you have a maximum size 10, there may be a problem to enter the mobile number. That's why I have taken the long integer or the float in this case to have the all more than 10 digits number. Likewise, if name size you want to fix, go to that particular field and just change the property. Like length is 50, you can change this 50. Go to the DOB, and then again DOB is a different kind. It's a date and time kind or date kind. So date is fixed that. In case of text or varchar, you can set the size of this field. So this is what the properties of a field is basically the attributes or the characteristics of that field that help us to set some again validation, set some restrictions for the user to enter the data at the moment of entry. For example, name field size is 5. I'm again making it only 10. Just see carefully. I had made it only 10. It means more than 10 character long it may not allow you to enter. Now just cross it once you've finished. And it is asking you, do you want to save it? Say yes. Moment you'll say yes, it is asking you the table name. Suppose I am giving a student. So a student is my table name. Say okay. Now it is asking no primary key. You can say you can want to create a primary key. You say yes. If you don't want, say no. In both cases, you have seen the table has been created. And now I have a two table. One is the address and one is a student. Now, if I want to make any changes in the student table, then I can go to the open it, or you can say edit it. Once you edit, again you are there in the same designing mode, you can make some changes. So I hope how to create a table, how to make some modification, simply select the table, right button and go for the edit. Now, if you want to select any field as that, suppose something else or maybe a primary key or maybe something else, that can be done later also and here also. Now suppose, though in this table I haven't any right field for the primary key, but suppose I want to make this name as a primary key. So I have to select that, suppose DOB or address or phone number. So whatever the field you want to make as a primary key, select it. As you can see, it is already highlighted. Right button on it and say primary key. It means now this field is treated as a primary key. As you can see, a key symbol appeared just before that field name that indicates it is a primary key now. So now name is a primary key. Just cross it and save it again. Now this table, a student table, once you double click on it, you are in the editing mode, opening mode, and now you can open the data and you can enter the data. So this is how the table can be created. Now in the same way, address table that you have created, you can enter the data. So I hope this how to create a table you came to know what way we can enter the data. Any query? Any of you? Any of you having any query? If you'll open this table, you'll be able to enter the data. Just a minute. Now, if you want to enter the data, just see, we have a two table address and a student. Now, if I want to enter the data here, address, so you can say ID, and ID is the first field, you can say 1. Suppose I entered the ID में 1. Then go for the another field, like address, you can write the address like Sivani. Complete address you can write. Address ID you can write. Suppose it is a A001. Birth date it is asking, I can enter the birth like 02 or 04 or suppose 1986. Children's name, you can put the name, and likewise you can keep on entering the data. This is how to enter the data and how to create a table. So I hope how to create a database part is very clear, and in the database window you can say yes. This window you have to understand. In your book the windows has been explained clearly. This topmost where you are seeing the SKPP school is the database name and it is called title bar. Mind it, where my cursor is there on what I'm moving my mouse is basically a title bar. Below than the title bar there is a menu bar, and below than the menu bar there is a toolbar. I hope this 3 point is very clear. This is title bar, this is a menu bar, file edit view, and this is a toolbar. Now there are two pane, left pane and right pane. In left pane we have this all buttons, that is what we can create in base, and right pane we have a same again what you'll select, accordingly it will show you the option. So this is what it is. This is a status bar where you are seeing the embedded database, or this is description area. Once will be any on particular topic, it is explaining that what it is. As you can see, right, it is changing. Description of that is changing. So create table, it is showing me create a view by specifying the table and field name you would like to have. And user wizard, choose from a selection of the business and personal table, and create table design view, again it changed. And bottom of that, in the same again right pane you have a two again pane, top and bottom. In the top you have all the methods by which you can do, and in the bottom we have all the object that you have created so far. So this is how to create a database, how to create a table. Now if suppose I am closing it and I have to open it again, say yes, you had already saved and you had already closed. Now I am opening it. So my database was there in the documents. So I can simply go to the documents, or in documents we have a my database, that is a school database. So you can select, or you can directly again search that file, or you can move to that. You will see SKPP as a school. As you can see here, SKPP as a school, that is already selected by me. This is your database I have created on 23rd 10 2017 541, and just you double click on it, you will be able to open the base and your database is ready. So this is how to create a database, how to create a table in it, what are the different data types we have, how to give the field name, and how to keep on adding the different fields. I hope this chapter must be again practical part of it. So kindly go through it. I hope the visibility of this will be more good again, or once we'll see this video. And if you have any again problem or any query, so kindly let me know. And with this I'm able to finish your session 2 of unit 3, that is how to create or creating database and table. Kindly try it practically after watching this video. Like this video also, subscribe it also, so that the next again version of my video or next video you will come to know immediately. Thank you all.